In the Transformers franchise, we've gotten used to seeing the Decepticons as mindless, killing machines, and evil mustache-twirling villains. For the most part, that is the role that they need to fill, the bad guys. While each iteration of the IP does bring different shades to this palette, the current comic run from Skybound Entertainment shows us a new side to the Decepticons that is intriguing. Writer Daniel Warren Johnson wastes no time showing us Starscream's cruelty to the Autobots, humans, and his own people. But it is with Soundwave that we start to see a different side to these villains. Soundwave is usually a die-hard loyalist to Megatron, never questioning his orders and always protecting him from disloyal servants. The Soundwave from this comic run, however, is more loyal to a cause than a specific person, and this is where we see him shine. Soundwave's loyalty to the Decepticons is shown from issue to issue, as we see him arguing with Starscream. Soundwave is constantly mentioning their low energon reserves and tending to Ravage, but he also shows care to his fellow Decepticon brothers. Starscream leaves Skywarp behind after a deadly battle, and it is Soundwave who brings him back to the Ark. In the same scene though, Soundwave turns to Skywarp when discussing the need for Cybertronian technology. This is the first time that we see Soundwave break his code of honor. Later in the series, we get clues to the Decepticons not being mindless murderers, but a people with honor and a code to live by. We see this when Soundwave challenges Starscream to a battle, and Thundercracker says that this is their way of life. So Soundwave, not only partaking, but initiating the mutilation of his own comrade, is quite startling. This, of course, like many moments in the comic, is directly contrasted by Optimus Prime taking care of Spike while he slowly dies in the destroyed hospital. In issue number 5, Soundwave calls Skywarp's death a sacrifice, as if he had a choice himself to make. He tries to revive Ravage, something that almost becomes a constant joke and struggle in the comic, but Starscream instead revives Thundercracker, who immediately blames the Autobots for the horrors done to Skywarp. This gives us another look into the Decepticon culture that we've been trying to uncover. To Thundercracker, only an Autobot would commit such an atrocity to his brother. Notably, Starscream quickly brushes this accusation aside by lying that Skywarp volunteered. But even more importantly, Soundwave says nothing. But he does speak up when it's time to dethrone Starscream. Interestingly, during this beatdown, Soundwave allows Starscream the chance to yield and put an end to the violence. Starscream, being the cheat that he is, of course, uses this opportunity to fight back, but to no avail. In the end, we see that Soundwave's ultimate reason for killing his former leader is that he kicked his Ravage. Soundwave is honored amongst the remaining Decepticons for his vision of the future, one of unity, one where together they will be victorious. While Starscream sowed division and disloyalty, Soundwave is bringing forth unity and honor. But this honor is decaying. The Decepticons, unlike Starscream, have no joy in killing that which is weaker than them. Thundercracker, in a surprising move, allows the humans of the USS Henry Harrison to live. He pities them. Soundwave finds them to be pathetic and insignificant, but explains that their survival will only bring more trouble in the future. Their deaths are regrettable, but necessary. Issue number 10 is where we start to see Soundwave's honor truly fall apart. He yet again tries to revive Ravage, but is sidetracked with Shockwave. Notice in these pages how Soundwave admires Earth's natural beauty, and then, when faced with its destruction, he simply walks away. Later, paired yet again with Thundercracker, the two are faced with the depravity of Shockwave, someone who revels in the madness of war. Someone who does not let honor shackle himself. Soundwave says that it is best not to dwell on Shockwave's methods. They are brutal and simple. but his status as the ruler of Cybertron makes him valuable to their cause. Thundercracker protests, only to be told by Soundwave that his life belongs to him. Here we see Soundwave fully discard his honor, his brotherhood, to demonstrate to Thundercracker that he is nothing more than an object of war. Hey, thanks for watching this video and all of the support everybody has been giving the channel lately. This video was definitely one that I was really excited to make. I actually wrote it quite a few weeks ago before issue 10 came out, and it really was just focusing on Soundwave and his loyalty to the Decepticon cause rather than Megatron. It was kind of a comparison to what we're used to seeing Soundwave act as. But with the release of issue 10, I think that we got a much better look into Soundwave and what's going on with him. You know, we see that these Decepticons are not just, like I said, you know, evil mustache twirling villains like we're used to, that they actually have kind of a culture and almost a code of honor, or a way to their life. You know, we see that in the duel between Starscream and Soundwave. And yet, as soon as Shockwave shows up, Soundwave's honor and his culture kind of starts to go away. You know, these ideas that he's talking about being a brotherhood or being unified as one, they kind of start going away because, at least in my mind, I think he's desperate to win. He's definitely desperate to fix Ravage. At this point, I think Daniel Warren Johnson is just trying to tease us and torture Soundwave, not letting him fix Ravage. Hopefully issue 12, when we kind of wrap up this current story arc that we're doing, maybe the big thing at the end is Ravage will finally be able to come back to life. Please, Daniel Warren Johnson, please, just let my boy Ravage come back, okay? We've already seen the other Decepticons get smashed to pieces. Just let one of them come back, at least just for one issue, please. But no, I think Soundwave is definitely one of the most interesting Decepticons ever because you can see his struggle. Something that I didn't cover earlier in the video was his moment with Optimus Prime, where it seems almost like he's considering a truce, that he's almost considering stopping the violence, and then he sees his Ravage and realizes that no, he can't do that. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see where Soundwave is taken after issue 10 and what's going on. I have a feeling that maybe he and Shockwave aren't going to get along. There's just a lot of panels of the art that are drawn where you have Shockwave and Soundwave together, and it just kind of seems like Shockwave is really invested in what he's doing in the panel, and then you have Soundwave off to the side kind of being like, I don't know about that. But we'll see. I'm super excited to see. Thanks again for watching the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about Soundwave and his character, where you think it's going to go, what you like about him. Maybe you actually don't like him. Maybe you think I'm wrong. Please put that down there in the comments as well. I love the discussion. I love talking about it. And again, thank you guys so much for all the support you've been showing the channel. I've got a lot of other videos coming out that aren't just on Skybound. Don't worry, it is Transformers, but I have a few more that I am cooking in the oven right now. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you guys next time.